Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome to my channel if you are new. I am Nature Angel and we are in a new location today. We're in my car. This was not the original plan that I had, but I decided this is what we're going to do. So I basically had a school psych meeting, and at the meeting they gave us so many cool supplies, and I want to go through them and split them up between my elementary school and my middle school. But before I do that, I just want to kind of go over and go through the stuff that we got, because it's such neat things and they gave it to us, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can use this for groups and I can use this for a whole bunch of things. So maybe this will be helpful to you. I know that these products are helpful for me and they will be great tools to use as a school psychologist. So if this interests you, then keep watching. Alright, so I have a lot of stuff. I'm just going to go through some of the stuff. So we have some emotion stress balls. I feel like stress balls are always helpful. I know the kids always ask me for some and if they can use them, and they're always getting lost. So these are how they look. This is a sad one. They have little faces on them, so that's really cute. There's like a happy one. What is this? Kind of like a giddy one and angry one. So you can like put them back and forth and squeeze them. So that's pretty cool. If you trust the kids to bring them back, you can give that to them and let them take it for the day. Or if they're in the class and just need a little calm down time, that's good. So I'm gonna put some of this stuff like on the floor because I'm gonna separate it in between my two groups. I have like a whole box, guys. I don't know if I'll be able to get through everything. So I'm not going to open this, but here is for ages 6 to 12. I'm going to take that to my elementary school, and it's called Mad Dragon. It says an anger control card game. Control their anger in the moment, practice 11 effective anger management techniques, understand what anger feels and looks like, and there's a bunch of things like that. So I'm guessing there's games in here with the cards to help with anger. So again, I'm also taking that to the elementary school. Before I get into this, I just have some composition books, which are good if you're going to have like a journaling group or something like that. That comes with 6 of them, so a pack of something like this could be helpful. And I actually want to keep that for the middle school. I really like this. So it's anxiety relief workbook for kids, 40 mindfulness, CBT, and ACT activities to find peace from anxiety and worry. So I really like this. And then inside, I'll just turn to like a random page. So this, it has like a little activity here, and over here it's saying things I worry about at school, and it's continued from the other page, but they can rank things that worry them a lot. And I think this is just so cute. And then it has little activities. So here is the page before that where they can rate it, and I really like this. This is really cool. You can draw your anxiety. Hold on, I have to show you guys this. Like drawing where your anxiety would be. So I think this is also good for elementary school and probably like 6th and 7th grade. So I'm gonna put that with the elementary school. Now I have a lot of these. How I feel journal for kids, and it's for grief, okay? So it says ages 8 to 12. I feel like if you're gonna have a grief group, this is perfect. And I'll just go to one random page. So there's a page where it has things you're grateful for and your happy list. So they can write in this. And really it's for them and to go through it and write how they feel. So what I think is this is good also if you don't want to, get rid of these. You can go through it and scan different pages and then have them write in it. Or you can have like the composition book, use this for the group, and you'll give them the task, and then in the book they're gonna write the task. So I think that is also really good. I took 2 of these. So this is Ninja Life Hacks, and this one specifically is decision making. I don't see an age on here. And if you look on the side, it says Caring Ninja, Curious Ninja, Integrity Ninja, Investigator. So a whole bunch of different ones. And it has them all listed at the top. And it looks like it's 8 books. And it kind of just goes through the different decision-making areas. And you can choose which one. And they're short little books. So I think that's cool. Honestly, for either for elementary or middle school. Here's 2 books, and they are called The Road to Regulation. So there's book 1 and book 2, and it just kind of talks about tools that can be used to self-regulate. So I definitely, for middle school and elementary, but I really like this for elementary school. So I'm going to put that with the elementary school stuff, because I know there's a lot of big feelings happening in elementary school, and they need to learn how to regulate that. So I have 2 of these. Again, it's kind of with grief, and not kinda, it just is. So it's a memory box, a book about grief, and they have a little memory box. It's a sad book, but it's meant to talk about grief. And I think that that's a feeling that a lot of kids don't know. I mean, even adults, how to process grief. So having something like this where it has pictures and they can relate to it, I think is really helpful. It says, I go to places that help me think of you. I look around and remember. It makes me smile. Then I find the perfect thing for my memory box. So they try to have that silver lining in there. So here's more regulation stuff. And honestly, I mean, I think this could go for either middle school or elementary, just really depends, but it could definitely work for either. It has chapters and lessons, so like lesson plans and learning activities. Oh, this is such good stuff. And it breaks it down. Over here it has the zones of regulations, and then when you turn the page, it actually has them, but the blue, the green, you can like make copies of that. And I do think an activity like that would be good. Alpha breaths too. This says more ABCs of mindfulness breathing. So I'm just gonna read like one example page. And this is definitely good for the really small kids. Like A, astronaut breath. Imagine you are an astronaut. Breathe in, counting down. 3, 2, 1. Breathe out, blasting off. So that's really cute. The cognitive behavioral workbook for anger. It says a step-by-step program for success. This easy to follow guide will help you. It honestly goes into a lot of detail. I feel like this could be used for either, but just looking like a quick scan, it looks like the older the kid, the easier it might be to use, because even this, like, just read that for a hot second. I feel like that will work for the older kids. So I'm gonna put that right here. We have a bunch of cute little pencils that I think I want to give to the kids when they are in group. It says, you are smarter than you believe. You are smarter than you believe. It's really cute. And I think this is like a great little reward. Like, okay, we finished our group, especially for my reading and confidence group. Here's some pencils for you guys. I have a bunch of these cool little fidgets. I know the kids love these things, so I have a couple of those. That's good for any grade. Definitely for older kids, middle school or high school. It says Thinking Point Teens, and on it, 200 conversation starters for adults to connect with teenagers. So I feel like this is good, especially if there's a gap with what the teachers are feeling with their students in terms of connecting with them, or if they just feel like they need a connection with them. This would be good, like icebreakers and activity. It says some examples in the back, like, what talent do you wish you had and why? What do you think you might do differently if nobody was judging you? Also, this is good for parents as a resource, so we're definitely going to keep that for the older kids. Here is the other ninja life hacks that we have, and this one's self-awareness. So again, I feel like this could be good for like the younger kids. And self-awareness is nervous, jealous, growth mindset, forgetfulness, creative, things like that. I have 2 of these. I found the book. It was the memory box. So that's what this is. I'm gonna pull it out. It says, when someone you love becomes a memory, that memory becomes a treasure. And so how there was that whole book of the memory box. You can put a picture in here, and then you can put things in here. So this is always and forever in our hearts. So I think that with especially, I mean, the older kids, I think you just jump into the memory box. But with the younger kids, I think this is especially good because you can read that grief book and the one that was about the memory box. And then you can have a memory box and have them put stuff in here. And I think that's good to help them because then you're connecting what you learned in the story to what we're actually going to do. And you can make it a whole activity. So I have more fidgets, but also I just have CBT 1, 2, 3, and it says learn how thoughts, behaviors, and feelings are related while having a blast. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Players match cards and answer questions in silly situations while learning the basics of cognitive behavioral therapy. So I think this is good for, it says ages 7 to 15. So that's all the stuff that I have. I did kind of separate it. Like I said, I have doubles of things too. So I'm going to try to put it all in this box and separate it out. But I just thought it'd be cool to share with you guys because I got a bunch of these cool resources that I can use with the students and I'm excited. And maybe you guys can find these things and use them too and let me know how you like them. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. And if you have any comments or any suggestions or just want to leave anything down below, feel free to. Thank you so much again for watching. I appreciate you so much. I'll see you next time. All right, bye guys.